Both of these squads bring history and pride to these West Coast institutions that, while allied at times, want nothing more than to ring that victory bell right in the other guy's face. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. The Trojans will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UCLA's offense will have the football first. The Trojans dominated this matchup last year and took home the victory bell in a blowout.
Yeah, and they were just having fun during that blowout of their cross-city rival last year. David, you could just see it on the faces of the Trojan players having fun pummeling UCLA last season.
Yeah, and I can tell you what, as a player in rivalry games, you also don't remember how much fun they had. All the celebrations, you remember all of that every day of the year, and you're coming back and you're trying to change that and do a little celebrating yourself.
Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to the big tight end. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Man, that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback somehow overthrew him.
Pulls it in. It's Dingle. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Bruins will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So USC's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question, it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble and throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give out of the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on! He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Now facing a 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. It's complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Wide open downfield. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. This offense just wearing this defense down. 11th play of the drive coming. Under fire. Got his man.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
And the Trojans are threatening in the red zone. To the air on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. And the catch it right into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Swings it out to his running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Trying play action. Throwing right. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool, and the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool, it's fun.
There he goes! And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Punts it out of the air. At the 45 on his way. Line run to the right. Touchdown, Trojan. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll pull it on the read. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Quick release by the QB. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be fourth down. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got the first down. Looking for more. Turning on the Jets. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback extends the play. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the...
Oh, he's got some space. Smashes ahead. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So first down here as they go back to work. They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly complete. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play action fake. Finds the tight end.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're just continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He'll do it himself. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Here comes the heat. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's got it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left. But that's a little old school for me there, Eddie.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Got his man on the right. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Trojans have their offense in high gear.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He'll keep it himself. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Throws toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted to 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he
murders into the end zone. Touchdown, USC!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Slithers into space. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Bruins send out the punt unit. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Gets the back moving. Out of the gun. The running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. They didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay in nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback, and you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Trojans come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
31, UCLA-7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Wants to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Dingle. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bruins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Bruins will call on their punt team. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Makes a move. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Special teams proving to be special.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
38, UCLA-7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are
intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the 1st half. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Sends it back in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He'll throw it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
Dances away. He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Got his man, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Trojans! And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
And there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Takes it from the gun on third down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. The give on the inside. Fighting off the defender. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first.
The Bruins will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Quarterback moving. Lets it fly. Pulls it in. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage. And I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
The Trojans are on the move. Johnson wants to throw it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Tackled all Almost immediately, they're well short of the first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Runs through the tackle. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Flush down in the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And he had just enough to will that one home. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. But you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
At the 35, he's got room. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead. They're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
That's why it's so important to have success on 1st and 2nd down. They're running the ball on 2nd down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now with the positive play.
Continues to fight for yards. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on 1st down. Breaks into the open. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. The Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Hey, man, it's hard to throw down here in the red zone. These windows are tiny and they close fast, so there was nowhere to go in the end zone there. That time
going for the goal line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and not stopped. until he gets to the 47-yard line. That big, explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. Man, they're taking advantage right now.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They're working that left side. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target and tight end running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And we have breaking news. Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Snags it over the middle. No chance to run, but still a good gain. And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Back in 1939, USC first stole a victory bell. This time around,